All right, welcome in. We got a little jam going there for you as we rock and roll this morning on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. Welcome in. Thanks for waking up with us, getting ready with us, whatever it is you're doing. Hey, we're just happy that you're here this morning as we do get it rocking here. It is a Walker County Federal Credit Union Wednesday, and before we thank them, we're going to thank our good friend Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. Go by and see my good friend. I'm going to say it over and over and repeat it again and again because I believe in it. Our good friend, Elliot Herzlich, he will take excellent care of you. And we have something really cool that I'm going to mention in a second that we are working on with Elliot. Also, of course, want to thank Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union, serving Walker County 1957 edge up. So welcome in, everybody. Check this out. Here she is, Amanda Sturdivant, hanging out. Hey, Amanda, welcome in. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, we don't need to count the months, but I'm happy to be here, so thank you.
I wonder, hold that just a little bit.
There we go. Good morning, Huntsville.
There you go, yeah. It's like, I didn't want you to, I was like, do you want to wear the headset or the handheld? I'm always thankful I'm always reminded of the lady's hair.
Yes, I did work on it this morning, so thank you.
Yeah, didn't want to mess it up. Amanda is here. I'm going to tell you something. Amanda's with the Huntsville Public Library, and if you were having a bad day and you were just sour for whatever reason, maybe somebody cut you off in traffic, maybe somebody got that last sweet tea at McDonald's. If you get the last one, it is not that good. It's like the bottom of the burnt barrel.
Yes.
So maybe that sets you off. Well, I'm going to tell you what, get over all that and go to the library because this young lady is full of so much joy that when you walked in this morning, I just felt like the studio kind of lifted off the ground a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you.
So welcome in, Amanda. I always love your attitude. We need more Amandas in the world.
Oh, hey, I'm happy to share the smiles, so thank you.
Well, it's good to have you. Amanda Sturdivant is joining us. We'll have our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union here in just a little bit as well. But we wanted to get started this morning with Amanda. She is doing some excellent work at our public library. Continues to be such a great resource. I feel bad. We've been in there a few times. I haven't been in lately with work schedules and stuff. Saturdays have kind of been that, like, let's try to stay in bed a little bit longer.
Take advantage of that. Absolutely.
We're on like a 1 day off a week type deal right now, and it's good. It's all good. But I'll tell you, when we get time, we love to go to the library. Our children love that children's, and the coin, the little spoon where you put the coins
cyclone, very famous. Yes.
Yeah. So, well, tell us, how have you been, Amanda? What's going on in your world? We'll get into some of the events, but let us know how you're doing first and foremost.
I'm doing great. Yes, just trucking through and staying busy at the library and taking care of my family and my puppies, and me and my husband stay busy. We do all kinds of stuff, travel, go to concerts, and the library life is a busy life. Every day is something special and different. So, yeah, I'm never bored. Let's say that. I'm going to
tell the people out there this. Our pastor always says the people. I'm going to tell the people this morning that if you say there's nothing to do in Huntsville, one, you haven't been watching this show.
That's true.
But number two, you ain't been to the public library.
Yep. There's always something in Huntsville. Seriously, not just library.
Yeah.
I mean, firsthand. And yes, people are not looking hard enough. Their eyes are not open if they're saying they're bored in Huntsville, because there's truly always something. You have to pick sometimes what you're going to do because there's multiple events. So, like example, on Saturday, I'll throw this out there.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
That just naturally happened.
Perfect.
But at the library, our Fall Fun Fest is happening this Saturday, 11 to 1. So come on out, free event for the whole family, games and food and costume contest, but that's in the morning, and I know there's things in the afternoon and the evening throughout the city, so it's just a busy day in Huntsville for sure. So please join us for the Fall Festival, and it's all indoors, so if the rain does happen, we still will be open and ready for some fun. So.
And a way you can find out about that event, if you go to our app.
Hey, look at that.
You just go to our app, download the new Hello Huntsville app. By the way, if you've downloaded it on iOS, all you Apple people. Apple cost me a lot of money.
They're good at that.
Yes, just to program their app. That's why I have this little Apple thing right here. I'm going to cover that thing
You're
up.
promoting them right now.
I know. And then guess what? Yesterday, I had to go get one of these. You know what this thing is? It's an iPhone. It's an iPhone.
Yes. Welcome to the dark side.
Welcome to the cult.
Did you know that Apple will not promote like villains or bad people in movies and TV shows.
No.
They refuse to represent like the villain. So if you have Android, supposedly that makes you the villain.
Oh, well, I
so
guess
now
I
you're kind of both, huh?
God. So I've been borrowing my wife's iPhone, iPhone like crazy to develop our app. And anyways, I can't just go run up to Creekside where she works and take her phone from her.
No, that would be kind of rude.
So I started calling around, and one place had some. I mean, nice place, reputable place, but man, they wanted like $350 for a used phone, and I was like, man, I ain't swinging that. I just need to develop an app.
Yep.
And they said, well, we'll give it to you for $280, and I was like, I can't do that either. And so, which sounds like a good price, but long story short, is I went to our friends at the old Wally World.
Yes, reliable.
They have Straight Talk Wireless over there. So I started thinking, the iPhone 13 runs the latest iOS 26 or whatever. I've been programming my apps for iOS 17 because that covers a whole array, and it's still, they still say, hey, that's a good one to program for, right? So anyways, I went over and got this phone brand new, $199.
Congrats.
Couldn't complain about it, but it's not activated. All I need it for is testing the app. So now I have this. And thank you, Apple, for taking my diaper fund away from me.
Oh my gosh, you might want a case on that just to. Okay.
I know. See,
living on the wild
there
side.
we go. There's another thing. Got to get a case.
Yes.
Well, look, I have one on my Android too. So what I was getting at, long stories. I go back here. If you download the app, you tap right here on the little hamburger menu. They call it a hamburger.
Yes, they do.
Little hamburger. Needs a little lettuce and tomato in it. You tap there, and then you go over to events. And then, boom, what's the first one?
Oh, my goodness, look at that. Fall Fun
Look
Fest
at that.
at the library.
Bam, right
Meant to
there.
be.
You just right there, Amanda, and you're ready. Let me see. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. Oh, look at
Ooh la la.
Look, it matches you.
Oh, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, so go download our app, and you can stay up to date. And what's really cool is you get push notifications now. That's why you need to download the new update if you're on iOS. Anytime that we post events or articles, you get a little ding.
Instant, yes.
And you may say, well, Rob, I'm tired of all those ding. So you can go to your profile, you can go to notification preferences, and you can say, I don't want to receive new articles. I don't want to receive new events. I don't want to receive new businesses. I'm anti-Huntsville. I don't want to be in contests.
Wow.
I don't want good coins. Then if you do all that, then you're not cool with Huntsville.
No.
So leave them enabled.
Yes, don't even touch it.
But look, I made it. But I did make it super customizable. Maybe you don't want to be bugged right away, so you can do a daily digest.
One per day.
And you can say, you know what, send me everything you got at 6 o'clock at night. Isn't that
You've
cool?
thought of everything.
Well, tried to. I've gotten feedback from people. That's what it was. People in the community have given me feedback, and I've listened.
Yes.
And I've created it. So there you go.
That's fabulous. You know what I'll do when I leave? Download that app.
Download it.
Yes.
HelloHuntsvilleTX.com/app. Or if you're in Fargo, where my friends are, it's ape. Ape. Like big, it's ape.
Yes, yes.
I think it's still called app, actually. I've always wondered that. Is it called ape up there? Did you download
Slightly
the new
different
ape?
language, yeah.
Well, Amanda, we know about this event, Fall Fun Fest going on at the library on Saturday. Come be a part of that. What else is in the pipeline? I get emails from y'all daily. I love it.
Yes, there's always a lot. We're planning months in advance, so I have November and December completely planned. December will be posted very soon on our website, but I do want to give a little shout out for November. A couple highlight things. So we have our Food for Fines promotion starting on November 1st.
Cool.
So this is a way to help the community and help you. So we're having a food drive collecting non-perishable food items. Every one item that you bring will equal $2 of fine forgiveness. So maybe you've got some late fees stacked up. You can bring in a can of soup, a box of rice, just something that's maybe already in your pantry, and we will cover that fine. We'll erase that, and the food that you bring in is going to go towards our friends at the Good Shepherd Mission.
Oh, great.
So it's not only, helping you get rid of those fines, but it's helping our community and those in need. So we want to help Mr. Monty and fill up their food pantry. And thank you, Rob, for recommending them for a community partner for sure. So
great. Yeah, I forgot you had emailed me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome. There is so much good, Amanda, in our community, and it's so cool. I love the collaborative spirit. I've been using AI so much, I'm starting to talk like it. The collaborative spirit is, but but we do. We have a great. See, it works. It helps you.
It does.
If you pay attention.
It's teaching you.
Just don't say stuff like. It's not just about the books. It's about, that's how AI is. It's like, it's not just about, it's about. So I notice those phrases.
No. I've only used it a couple of times, so I'm very new to the AI world. But
it's getting crazy. It's the Wild West right now out there in AI land.
I'm a little bit I don't say nervous, but hesitant, right? But I appreciate what it can offer.
That you're hez, little hez. I think young people talk like that.
I've never heard that, but okay.
We'll start using it a little bit hez this morning. You can think about what.
Sure.
Hey man, what's going on? Man, I'm a little bit hezed. You know what I'm saying? These people are like, "What are you talking about?"
A little bit creepy.
Chill out a little bit, bro. But it is cool though. I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't know. You're just being a goof.
There's too much joy when you come in here, and it's just the joy over the cup
is that what it is?
runneth over. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what else is going on? Y'all have all these events, but I want to. When I say what else is going on, I mean I want folks to know. Maybe there's a lot of new people that are here in Huntsville. We know there is. Maybe they're watching the show, and they have children. That is the most underrated area for children in Huntsville, and I say it because people don't know about it. The people who do, it's like if you're in, you're in, but if you're not, you have no idea. We lost Adler Family Toys, beautiful business. They had that was the only other area in town that I knew of.
Specifically for kids.
That kids could go, besides like a playground at Chick-fil-A, which is fun, but that child area y'all have is so much fun. Maybe talk a little bit about that too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. So, at the public library, we have events for children, teens, and adults constantly. Every day, there's at least 2 things going on, all for free and accessible to everyone. So we have a children's room specifically for the kids. There's a adorable little tunnel that they can go through, a cyclone, coin spinner, and then there's a zillion books in there. Of course, we got picture books, chapter books, early readers, so our first, second graders can read by themselves. And all of our books in there are actually leveled. So if you know kind of what pace they're on, maybe they're second grade, but early stages. All of our books are labeled, so you'll be able to see the green stickers that tell you 2.1, and that would be like second grade.
See, I didn't know that.
First month. Yes, so we have some little conversion charts around the room so you can find it. But yes, all the books in there are leveled, so you'll be able to find the best fit for your kiddo. But we've got games and coloring sheets and puzzles and STEM activities, so a lot of tactile learning toys. So the kids' room is open and accessible all the time. And thank you, City. Our air conditioning works great, and the children's room is actually the chilliest room. So bring a little sweater if you plan to stay a while.
Do you like the cold, or you like
I totally prefer the cold, yes. I'm ready for this fall weather to come.
Didn't it feel so great outside this morning?
Yes, I looked at my car and it said 60 degrees.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
And I'm so blessed. My children love the cold as well. Braylon was like, "Put the window down, Daddy." I said, "Thank you, Lord, that I have children that love this." I think some of that Fargo got ingrained into them. I'll never forget when we moved back, my little girl was probably 2, and she had, this is so weird, because here's my inspiration this morning. Don't take the little things for granted, okay?
Yes.
When we first came back from Fargo, my little girl, of course, she was born here, but she don't remember that part because she was just a wee little baby. But I'll tell you what she did. She was so excited about, as soon as we got back here to Huntsville and got to our house, it's like one of those movies where you see people kiss the ground. She was in I wish I would have videoed it. Probably would have went viral. She was rolling around in the front yard. She's like, "Daddy, grass,
oh my
grass!"
Gosh.
Because up in Fargo, she never saw grass because it was frozen the whole
Poor
time.
baby.
So she was rolling in the grass like it was this great thing. Because it was snowy all the time.
No, thank you.
It was.
Pass.
Well, I want to go visit though because I did enjoy for a time. We had 142 days where it did not get above freezing, so it was. The frozen tundra is legit, but there was days where it was 30 below, and I'm going to be honest, for some reason, I loved that.
What?
I loved it. It was
Why?
I don't know, I love cold.
Okay.
I even went outside, in shorts to go put and I'm talking wake-up shorts, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, my wife nudged it, she's like, "The trash is coming." I was like, "Oh."
Hint, hint.
And you can't wait another week when you got little one.
Yeah.
Now too, especially. But I was like, oh no, and I was like, there's no way, because we heard it. She's like, it's right down the
you had
street.
to hurry.
I literally ran outside in my morning shorts.
Your morning.
My morning shorts. Ran outside. It was 30 below. There was snow all over the ground. There was ice everywhere. Driveway was covered, and I ran out there, and I'm here to tell you that I survived.
Well, I'm so glad.
I made it through it.
Yeah, I don't like that super cold. No. You can put layers on, right? Get warm, but the ice and the snow. I've only lived in Texas, so that is like a scary thought to me.
It was scary when we were researching it before we went, and we were like, this will be kind of fun. And it was. I mean, honestly, it's like here when it gets so hot, you never go outside.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You just don't go outside, except you got to go through a lot to get where you're going. But it was fun. Well, hey, I want to go back. I know I kind of got off a ramble, but there is so much at the Huntsville Public Library. I went off on this ramble because I was talking about my child, and they love the library when we go. There are so many resources. But then I want to also encourage folks, maybe you don't have children, well, that doesn't include me. Well, there's something for everyone over there.
There really is.
I come in sometimes during the day, every once in a while, and I see people in there, and they're kind of hanging out over by, there's that teen area, but then in the back, there's kind of that little lounge area. People can bring.
Our cafe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wanted to be careful. They can bring their own food.
Well, sure.
Right?
Let's say you grab some lunch
Yeah.
somewhere. We have a little area in the corner. It's our cafe, so that's where food is allowed. So we don't get that on our books and everything. There's vending machines, drinks, and snacks. But you can have your little lunch or your snack and then come enjoy the library. So we have a designated area for that. But like you mentioned, there's a children's area, a teen area, and then an adult section. So there really is everything available to you guys. And I always like to keep reminding you that it's all free, so there's no reason that you can't come and enjoy our programs and resources, because there is so much. But if you haven't been to the library in a minute, well, you might not have seen our new structure that has been built in the lobby.
No, what is this?
So we have a makerspace coming.
Yes, no way.
So it's huge, built in the middle of the lobby. It's beautiful, custom made for us, and it's our makerspace, which is going to be about STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and math, but for all ages.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we're going to have sewing machines and embroidery machines, Cricut Venture, which is this giant Cricut thing that can do banners and print on leather and all wood and paper and vinyl, everything. And then we have 3D printers coming, robotics equipment, STEM kits, so building things. And this is going to be open to the public. So by December, we're going to have some workshops available, and there's a reservation system involved so that you can sign up and get your 3-4 hour window to work on the 3D printer. But this is all available at the Huntsville Public Library.
Wow.
So,
man, was this kind of your idea?
Oh, no. This was before me. I'm not going to take credit for that. This is a long time in the making, yes, but it's coming along. It's fabulous. So please stop by and check it out, everybody. It's coming. It's in the works.
I love it. Catherine James, great friend of ours. We love Miss Catherine. She said Amanda is doing a fabulous job at the library.
Thank you.
Does people still say library?
Some people, yes. Mm-hmm.
I know a Barry, and he don't lie. He's one of the best men you'll ever meet. He ain't no lie Barry. This is a truth Barry. He's a good man.
He's a truth Barry. I like it.
Well, Amanda's here. We appreciate her. Amanda, anything else? I appreciate you coming in and just lifting us all up. Like I said, your joy is always contagious, and I love when you come. You need to come more often, by the way.
Okay, let's do it.
But anything else, maybe?
I do want to give a little shout out about a November activity that we're doing. This is for adults. So I've talked about the kids thing, the family fall fun fest, but we have our second local author talk happening November 6th and 7th. It's a 2-day event, and we've scheduled authors that are native to Huntsville or the surrounding areas. We have some coming from Katy, San Antonio, Huntsville, Tomball area, but they're all local authors that we're supporting and promoting. So each day is going to have 5 authors, and they'll be sharing their works, and they'll be selling their books and signing their books, and we'll have Q&A and refreshments. So this is our second one. We did one in February, great success, and this one is happening November 6th and 7th, and the schedule and the authors' names are posted on our website. So please come join us to support our local talent and celebrate literacy.
Hey, I had a quick question.
Okay.
Taylor Chandler's here. She'll be with us in just a second. I had a really quick question. If somebody had an idea for a book and they wanted to donate it to the library for y'all to put it in circulation, can that happen?
Yes, it can.
Nice.
Yes.
Because I guarantee y'all don't have this book.
Oh.
It's Stories. Wait, hold on. Stories, Sports, and Songs by Bill Schoening. I don't know why I wanted to say it like that.
I don't know. Okay.
Bill Schoening it's so weird to say was, because this guy was the voice my entire life. He was the voice of the San Antonio Spurs, 24 years. One of the longest tenured broadcasters as far as being consecutive. He only missed like one game, and it was at the beginning.
Wow.
And then he never missed a game since then.
Dedication.
What's really special about Bill, he's such a storyteller. I've had him come and speak at Rotary before because he's so entertaining when he tells his stories. But being in that world, you're on the road a lot, and so you develop a lot of stories. There's a whole part of that book in the middle about Huntsville because he was here in Huntsville as the voice of the Bearcats back in the day.
That's awesome.
And so he shares stories about he and Cooter Roberson. It's a really good book, and I'll tell you, I'd love to buy a copy of that and get that in rotation, and maybe even now that Bill has retired, have him come and be one of these authors sometime.
That would be fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes. I will gather that contact info from you because we want to do these author talks twice a year just because there's so much talent and so many people that we can promote. So let's add him to the list.
And he's doing more than, sport. I mean, that's what he retired from after so many good years of doing it. It was just time for him. He said it's time to retire. But he's also involved in the Kairos prison ministry. That's where they go and bake cookies and take them into the prison. It's where people normally don't get to go into the prisons.
Right.
They get to go into some of the areas that you ain't going to.
Right.
And so they get to go and do that. And he also writes music. He's just a really great guy. He's a big mentor of mine. Still is. But I'll try to get.
Let's do it.
Try to get old Bill over here to Huntsville.
I'm happy to make that happen too.
Well, there she is, Amanda Sturdivant, Huntsville Public Library. Get on down there and get the rest of it.
Yes,
Get on down there and get the rest of those books. Come be if you know why she's laughing is because we have a little off before we started joke about my old pastor friend down in Louisiana. He always said that phrase. But go and be a part of the library and go tell Amanda you appreciate her because she does such great work. So.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you, Amanda. It's been fun.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
Hey, I love your Halloween.
You
your fall, like Halloween. Yes.
I'm very seasonal, so I love to celebrate themes and costumes and
I
stuff.
like it.
So thank you.
I'm not very seasonal.
It's okay. Hey, you represent in the city and your passion. So.
I'm not seasonal. What is it? I have seasonal allergies. So.
That's one way to celebrate.
We'll take a break as we continue promoting the good, and we appreciate Amanda. We couldn't have Amanda here if it wasn't for the generous support of our foundation support, like Walker County Federal Credit Union. They're the ones that make it possible for us, not just to promote people like Amanda and organizations like the library on our show, but also on our website, and now the all-new Hello Huntsville app. Go download it. Keep up to date with what's happening here in Huntsville. We'll step aside, take a break. Taylor Chandler's with us as we'll continue promoting and celebrating the good. It's Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community
to call home. We'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today. Braylon, say, "This is Spirit Radio."
This is Spirit Radio.
Spirit Radio.
All right, back at it as we continue on this morning, rocking and rolling here on another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. So great to have Amanda Sturdivant from the Huntsville Public Library here today. I always loved the thought of the library growing up. I just never got to go much
You
because
never
it
had
was.
a library card?
We lived in the county, and we poor folks. We didn't have much money, and so we did not have a library card because you had to pay when you lived in the county. It wasn't free.
Interesting.
Yeah. And so I didn't start going until I got a little bit older. I love the library, and I love our library, and I do get to go sometimes, but not as much as I want. Hey, 53 degrees. Wow, this morning.
It's cold.
53. It's only going to be 81 today. Rain chance is now a 100% certainty on Saturday. So if you had plans for Saturday, get ready. It is going. We need it, though. We're not complaining. The National Weather Service, though, has issued there is an enhanced risk for severe storms as the sun rises Saturday morning. They are saying now that there could be heavy thunderstorms coming in from the west and large hail, strong to severe thunderstorms. And they always say we can't rule out a tornado or two. So be very alert on Saturday morning as you wake up. Maybe get up a little bit early and check the weather just to make sure everything is in the clear. We have so much technology now and so much early warning that if there is something heading your way, I advise people to get out of the way if you've got time. I know folks up in Moore, Oklahoma, that poor town has been decimated numerous times by monster F5 tornadoes, EF5. In fact, they renamed the Fujita scale.
I saw that.
Now it's the EF scale years ago because of the Moore, Oklahoma tornado in 99. They didn't know how to measure it. They said, we've never seen a tornado over 300-mile-an-hour winds. And so they had to rename the Fujita scale.
You're doing great. Enunciation is excellent.
Fajita scale.
The fajita scale.
Welcome in. Taylor Chandler hanging out with us. Good to see you, Taylor. Welcome in.
You didn't want to shake my hand?
No, I might be sweaty.
No, I'm cold.
No, welcome in. How have you been? I know last week y'all were busy, you and Toy, so I rolled, but we rolled right through it.
And you missed me.
We still gave y'all props.
Yay.
We still gave y'all mad props. Kyle wasn't here, though. I mean, it was...
So you were all by yourself.
No, I had a guest. I don't know who it was last Wednesday.
You were there in spirit.
Kyle was there on the app. No, but we did. We had a... It's so weird when you go into Facebook and all of a sudden, like,
mugshot.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know who that is, but it looked angry. Who did we have last Wednesday? Tracy Stout was here, Safe House.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had a great show because we ended up. I'll tell you what. How about the Safe House? They raised over $24,000 on last Friday, which was incredible. So.
What was their fundraiser last Friday?
Their Jail and Bell that they do every year.
Oh, yeah.
So we had 14. Man, we were busy. We did 14 interviews every 2 an hour with folks that had to
arrested.
Get out. Yeah. Carrie French, our county clerk, it was hilarious. Her husband works for HPD, and she works at the courthouse, which is across the street from Cafe Texan. And so we held it at the Cafe Texan again this year, and her husband brought her over in handcuffs.
Aww.
And when we put the article out on our app and on the website, and you know how things
Did you clickbait it?
Well, no, here's what happens. Things can be taken out of context.
But in that case, you want them to be like, oh, no.
Well, no, because in the future, somebody's going to Google Carrie French.
Arrest.
And then it's going to show her in handcuffs. And so I was mindful. Carrie, I was looking out for you. Because if you go, there's Frank. Frank raised $17,000.
I love Frank.
By the way. But anyways, yeah, he's a goofball. He went and got a jumpsuit, basically, if you will, from the county jail.
I would not be shocked if Frank just had that in his closet.
Yeah, he even had a sheriff there kind of deputy walking him around. Trey Wharton was there. It was great to see Trey. I appreciate him. He's been a great friend long before he was ever into politics. Trey's always been a good friend. But what I did for Carrie is I made sure to put on the image Safe House Jail and Bell fundraiser because I did not want somebody to Google her name.
And seen her.
Because it kind of looks legit. Like, it looks like she's really in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Like, haha, I'm happy I'm arrested. No.
The only thing that looks different is her husband has a Sonic cup, and I don't think a police officer would have a Sonic cup as he helped you out of the car.
I don't know.
But that was a great event. And I wanted to mention earlier, real briefly, we had a great turnout last Thursday for our Spirit Radio fundraiser, and we have secured enough funds to get the construction going. And so we immediately hit the light switch, and yesterday we already had people in, and big shout out, by the way, to Weldon Wallace from TCS. Weldon has provided the flooring.
Has a membership with us.
He does. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Membership at Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service community credit union, serving Walker
plugs.
County since 1957. Since Heinz 1957 ketchup. So that's my new thing, 57 ketchup. Is that right? 57? Yeah. Anyways, so Weldon has been so generous, and he hooked us up with some flooring, and we're gonna work on collaborative a few things to kind of help some ideas that he has. I also want to give a huge shout out to Ward Flooring and Furniture, the Ward family. They have been so good to us here at First, and Mr. Ward came by and he said, "What can I do to help?" And they are providing flooring in the main studio, the carpet that we need for the studio. So we're getting the nice wood tile from Weldon, the carpet for the main studio. And then we've got a gentleman here now, Steve Getz, that's doing some incredible work. We're going to have really nice quartz countertops in there. And then our new kind of area, and we may move the morning show in there. We're going to do a lot with the church, obviously, out of that room. But we're probably going to move the morning show in there as well. And it's going to be more of a round table. So think as you sit at a table, and think about like this round table, like a crescent cut out, four little crescents, right? So you will sit in those little crescents, if that makes sense. Kind of like a 4-leaf clover. Think of it that way. It's kind of how the table is going to be designed.
Okay.
So it's going to be really neat. And there's a lot that I learned up in Fargo when I was working for Bison 1660, their radio station up there. And I said, man, this is excellence how they do things. And so we're bringing some of those ideas here and incorporating them in the studio that we're building. So it's going to be fun. And I mention all that because, Taylor, I wanted to get your opinion.
Wait. Did you know you haven't given yourself kudos that I have heard today that you were up for an award?
Yeah, but I don't like to I don't go share
brag
that.
Yourself.
No, I don't
Yes,
do that.
I will brag for you. So Rob is up for an award from the Chamber of Commerce.
Awesome.
And we love that for him.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I will plug you. Brag on yourself.
Man. I don't do that.
You should always advocate for your.
I advocate for Huntsville, so I'm very. Don't get me wrong. I'm very appreciative of it, and I'm so thankful to be nominated for that. But yeah, there's a lot of really great people on that list.
There are, and you are among one of those very great
people. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, wow, that's cool. And
you kept scrolling. You're such a jerk.
No.
I would have been like, yay, me.
No, I'm thankful for it. But I want to, my deal is I always want to promote.
Yes, we do sponsor an award. I don't know which one we sponsor, which makes me a terrible representative, but.
Hold on. I can tell you. Hold on one second.
But I know we sponsor quite a lot.
Y'all sponsor everything. Did you know y'all sponsor this show on Wednesday?
Yeah. Specifically on Wednesdays.
Hold on.
No.
I'm looking here.
I think we're on the bottom.
Yeah, there you go. Director of the Year. Whoa, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know if you know this. Toy is involved in everything. The woman is a superwoman. So not only is she a freaking CEO, but she also holds multiple board positions on multiple organizations. It's insane. So she did not make the list. She really should have, but I think it's because she is on the board of the chamber. She can't be a person. Believe me, Toy is a very big beacon in this community. That she's another one of those people that doesn't give themselves enough credit for much as they do.
She does a lot, and we're appreciative of Toy and all the great things that she does.
Also, she's been here so long, people have her cell phone number in her Facebook.
And they're messaging her and calling her. I messaged you on Facebook asking a business question.
Yeah, but that's different.
I was like, hey, can you help me with this?
Yeah, we don't mind that. I need people to understand Toy is the CEO. Yes, she has access to the little people things that we do. She really doesn't, though, guys. She's big picture. She can help you, though.
Would you wear this, by the way? Something like that?
I don't wear jewelry, but I do love.
Do you like
the
this?
Image.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand the image.
So is it cool?
Yeah.
What do you see when you see that? What are you seeing?
I see peace.
Peace and the world. Yeah, right? So this is really cool. You heard it here first on Good Morning Huntsville. I'm going to have to, Taylor, I didn't adjust the camera when you sat down. See, look, Taylor's a little bit shorter, so it's like I didn't adjust the camera, Tayller. Sorry about that. There you go.
I'm wearing heels today.
Hold on.
I never know which camera to look at either.
It's not working. Hold on. Oh, look. There it is. Look. Look at the phone right here. Can you see this, Taylor? Watch when I turn the phone on the screen. There it is. See it come into view? I have to turn it.
All I see is my gray hairs glistening.
But see how the phone is solid white, and then when I turn it like that, it comes into view?
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those hidden screens.
Screen protector.
Elliot Herzlich is such a wonderful man. Elliot.
Because I can't look in there and to see.
Well, Elliot is designing. We had an idea. Elliot wants to help. And I was just mentioning our fundraiser that we had last Thursday. It was very successful. Appreciate this community. So many people wanted to be a part. And it was like, and if you didn't get an invite, we didn't want anybody to feel left out, but we just did a really quick test the waters, like gauge the temperature of the room type event. Everyone said, this is a great idea. We want to be part of this. It was awesome. And so we're going to have more of those events now for people to come in. We call it our vision night, where we share the vision of what we believe that the Lord is wanting us to do through Spirit Radio. Long story short is Elliot said, I want to be involved. He's on our board, but he wants to be involved also at a higher level. And so he said, just come up with some ideas and let me know. And I said, hey, what if you designed a custom piece of jewelry, a one-of-a-kind custom piece of jewelry that we could raffle off?
Ooh.
And he goes, that would be a great idea. And so we were designing, and that's kind of, we came up, Spirit of Huntsville, a dove kind of represents peace, and then the world. And we have a local mission, but a global vision. I don't want to ever do anything. I don't want to think small, let me put it that way. I think anything we do in life,
you want the potential for growth.
Yeah, we want to have potential for, especially, but it's a whole different ballgame in ministry. And because the Bible says, go and make disciples of all nations. And so we have to answer that call. And so we can make a local impact right here in Huntsville, tremendous impact, I believe, through media and lifting people up and encouraging them. I want people within 2 minutes of turning on that radio station that they're going to smile and they're going to feel some encouragement. That's the goal, right?
That's the goal.
So if you're having a bad day, boom, turn on that thing, and in 2 minutes you're going to be smiling. That's the idea. But we also know, because of the reach of the internet, that we're reaching people all over the world. And in fact, right now, I guarantee you, we have somebody in Germany. I don't know why, but they show up on our app.
Why is it Germany?
And in Ireland.
And we love that.
Germany and Ireland.
Mine's
Guess what?
Uganda.
That's Uganda?
Like,
you have followers on Uganda?
I do. Don't know who you are.
They haven't Western Union yet? Oh,
no, they're like,
send Western Union. Well,
I'm very protected.
The whole thing about it is, it's really cool because I really take that to heart. And man, if we could, the impact here in Huntsville is tremendous. That's why we're doing it. It's local news, local events, inspiration. But to think that somebody across the globe that we don't even know could tune in and could hear something, and they're doing it on our Spirit Radio app even right now, that they could receive something off of that that's going to lift them up and encourage them and change their life, man, that's like, I take that really serious. And so we have a local mission, but a global vision. And it's cool because our little studio that we're renovating, I was telling some of people on our team, I said, I want y'all to think big and dream big, not just for this community, but think about the impact that we can make for the Lord's glory, not for us, but for His glory, out of this tiny little room.
The faith of a mustard seed.
Yeah, and you don't need, here's the deal. So many times we get wrapped up into thinking, well, man, we need this, we need a 100-story building, and we need to fill it full of 5,000 people. We need to have offices and do all to make this huge difference. And yeah, there's corporations that you need all that. You need people. You need all this. But you can also make a difference, just you, individually, one person. And that's some more inspiration this morning. Don't feel like you alone are inadequate to make a difference in somebody else's life. One person, you can make a difference and change somebody's life. And I always talk about my teachers, who I still talk to, Taylor, to this day, my librarian. I still talk to Robin Morrow to this day. Miss Morrow, good morning. She doesn't watch the show, but she knew she would. My marketing teacher, Diane Weddick, I still talk to her to this day. I still talk to Diane Weddick. I still talk to my nurse, Mary McKenna.
You are one of the few people I know that not only remembers these people, but remembers their name.
Because they made an impact on my life. Those people made such an impact. I forget names all the time, trust me. I'm really bad with names. But those people I remember because of the huge impact that they made on my life. And my kindergarten teacher, Kimberly Keller, I still talk to her. And it's cool because as you grow into adults, you have different opinions on things, but those opinions don't distance you. They actually can bring you together in conversation. And so my kindergarten teacher and I, we've had some really cool conversation. I'm 41. I'm talking to my kindergarten teacher. This is cool, right?
Right.
And she's not that old. She was like probably 21 when she was my kindergarten teacher.
Right.
She started out. So, So, she's not like 98 or something. If she was, that'd be cool. It'd be awesome to still talk to her if she was 98.
Well, so we were at...
Keep talking, Ted. I'm going to fix your camera.
Oh, because I'm little. No, so we were at a fundraiser for Boys and Girls Club last Saturday, and our CFO was talking about how one of her college professors, you're making me nervous, don't zoom out on my face, was one of her college professors was there. And I was like, man, she was like, I really liked her, learned a whole lot. She's not going to remember who I am, but her college professor did. And I was like, man, I hope my college professors remember me. And then I remember, not for good things did they remember me. I don't know if this may shock you. I talked a lot in class.
Could understand that, yeah.
Yeah. Asked lots of questions. That was kind of my MO.
See, the deal now is online classes are ruining all that stuff. I take online classes through ORU, and I feel like I would learn so much more if I was in person. There's nothing. We always have to do like after every term, and my number one feedback is, can we please meet on Zoom one time during the term for these classes?
Right.
Because it's so disconnected. In my first 2 classes, there was a requirement that we had to do like 2 Zooms, and I love that. I thought that was the way it was going to be, and then all of a sudden, here I am a year later, and 6 more terms into it, and nothing. We haven't had any Zoom meetings, nothing. So I'm just like, come on, guys. You need that personal connection. Speaking of personal connection, you're going to get it at Walker County Federal Credit Union when you go in. What's been going on at the cred? Do you have a nickname, by the way, for the credit, like the union, the cred?
WCFCU.
WCFCU for life.
Yeah.
That's not a good one.
I liked that so much.
No. Well, what's going on over there?
So we've got some lowered car rates right now, 4.49, depending on credit worthiness. That's the plug. Got quite a few land loans going right now. So if you live in Walker County and are buying property, or you were buying into Walker County, you are eligible for membership.
Let me pause real quick. That's really important because a lot of people think the credit unions, you have to live, or live, work, or worship, which is kind of y'all's deal.
Which is, yes.
But if you are an outside investor saying, I want to buy some property here, what you just told me is they can have an account, correct?
Yes. I have a business account that is in San Antonio. Never met the man. We talk on the phone on a regular basis, but he owns multiple properties here in Huntsville because outsiders are seeing just the worthiness of Huntsville and the potential that's here. But that's how he is able to have a membership through us, is if you have a business that operates within Walker County or serves Walker County. So yes, I am actually the business account specialist. That's kind of like my niche. I have now branched into doing more loans, so I can kind of do just about everything, but that's kind of my specialty, is the business side. So if you ever have a business question, just in general, or financial questions, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can definitely help get you on the right track.
Cool. Y'all don't do mortgages though, right?
We do not do mortgages. We do construction loans. So as soon as you get you got to switch it over.
Gotcha.
But we can walk you through all the way to buying your first property, your 10th property. We refinance. We have quite a few refinancing right now because of car rates. Like 4.49. That's crazy.
That's not bad at all.
It's really not.
I didn't have great credit, but there was a bank up in, I can say this because they're not even more local. They're not competition. Gate City Bank, really cool kind of name. I don't know what they called Fargo, the Gate City or something. And so, or in North Dakota. And so I got my auto loan through Gate City Bank when we were up there. And it was like 2.5.
That's what mine was, my first car. And I was like, yeah.
But it ain't been like that anymore.
No, when I bought my next, my car got struck by lightning. I don't know if we ever talked about this.
Yes, all the electronics fried.
Yeah, so I had to buy a new car, and it was like 5%. And I was like, what happened to 2%?
Yeah, no joke. Well, it was cool, though, because their name is on the field there at the Fargo Dome. There's like it seats 18,000 people. That's where they play football. So it's the Gate City Bank field. And I went in to get the loan, and they were like, oh, yeah, it's like 6%. I was like, whatever. And then, but someone told me, they said, call me before if you do business with them, because they're our major sponsor. So I called them, and then And then whenever I called them back, I said, hey, so-and-so told me to call. And they, well, let me have this person reach out to you. And then I get this phone call. Oh, Mr. Hip, you're the voice of our football team. Oh, yeah, we can work out this deal with you. We know that we sponsor all of it. And they were really friendly. And that's the customer service that you guys offer people here in Huntsville.
Yeah, you don't even have to be a big, up for an award man. You can just be a Joe Schmo off the street, and we're going to treat you just as kindly, just as great. We work just as hard.
Probably better, to be honest.
I wasn't going to say that. You got left on red for a few minutes as I found you an answer. But all of our staff, we're getting to a point now where we've been there long enough. Our knowledge on our front staff we had quite a few new people. Now they're getting some longevity. They're getting some more knowledge.
Some tenure.
That was the word I was looking for. It was not clicking. But everybody's getting better, and it is fantastic. Not that I don't love answering questions, but, getting those knocked out before they come to us. Our goal is to never have to transfer somebody.
Yeah,
that is our goal. Is we want the first person you talk to be able to answer all of your questions. That is our goal. Is that always achievable? Well, no, because you do deserve the specialized attention. But our goal is always the first person to answer your questions.
What are some of I know I'm just throwing this at you, Taylor.
Throw it at me.
Yeah, but what are like some of the stereotypes that people have about a credit union that just maybe you thought of that aren't true? You think about that because people think, or just the financial industry.
You're not going to have the services that I want.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. I didn't know you did that. I didn't know y'all did that. We can do a lot more than most people give us credit for. Now, I believe there used to be there was a time when we did not have those services. There was a time when we didn't do business accounts and when we didn't do land loans. We've gotten to the point now where we can make something happen for just about any situation. Now, the mortgage loans, that's pretty heavy just because that's a federal regulation, because I believe it's how much we're worth.
That's a federal, not a federal, but a federal.
I burped. Thanks for calling me
out
on that.
That's a federal.
A federal. You were saying library.
He doesn't, though. He's a really honest man. He never lies.
Brary. Another is our technology. Oh, I don't want to have to call you to make transfers. Okay, we have an app. You just transfer on your app.
I love y'all's app because Bridget has a couple of loans with y'all too, like her car and stuff. And
it's pretty dummy-proof.
Well, what's neat about the app is, especially like for your spouse or a family member or another person. Kyle has an account. Kyle's like, Rob, I need $100. I'm like, yes, sir, Kyle, whatever you need, buddy. I don't have it, but I'm going to find a way to get it to you. And then when I get it and I give it to him, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to tap Move Money. I'm going to authenticate with my fingerprint because y'all got biometrics up in this mug with my thumbprint.
It is very secure.
Look how easy this is. Look at this.
He's like, it's widescreen whenever you turn it.
Then you go here and you hit Move Money, which there ain't much to move. But then I go here and I can go to Quick Transfer. This is so easy. I love this. And if I know Kyle's like last three of his account or whatever, and I know his last three of his last name, I can go here.
Hold on. He's getting it for
I can say I can Rob Personal. I can go to transfer to another member. His account number, I just put in that account number. I put in the prefix, which is usually like 500, I think, or something.
So 000 is savings, 100 is checking, 120 is, I could go on and on. 120 is business.
You got them down.
I have them down.
I was way off. I just made up something then. But I put that in.
So 580 is one.
Okay, yeah, because that's the one.
It's a personal loan.
Yeah, that's the one that I do. And so I go in there, I put in the amount, I hit transfer, boom, it's taken care of. I didn't even get that with that big blue circle, weird looking logo bank that I used to use. That weird looking square circular thing that they never figured out what it is. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but it's fine.
It's that navy blue. It's not local. It's that navy blue. It's kind of like a square with like cut off edges. It's really weird.
I'm oblivious to any competition because nobody compares.
It's kind of like what do? You run a what? You run a
race.
Yeah, and it rhymes with race.
Single-handedly funded the steal.
Yeah, it rhymes with race.
I feel like this is...
The bank rhymes with race. It's like when you get in a police...
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
That really took me way too long. I'm like, plays, case.
Days.
I have not had a chance to finish.
Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
Anyways.
After a couple cups of coffee.
Anyways, y'all offer all of that and more. Y'all been so good. Anyway, continue on. I didn't mean to cut you off. But.
It's fine. I think that's just the biggest thing. Another issue that I come across is people don't realize just how easy it is to transfer to us. 90% of the calls I get of why people don't exclusively use us, and that is personal preference. If you want to have a bank over here, we're never going to be like, oh, don't use them. We highly encourage.
But I will
do whatever you feel comfortable with. That is okay with us.
No, I will in public. If people say like, oh, I use so and so, I'm like, what's your problem, dude?
Well, internally, I'm thinking that. But we also want you to be happy with your financial things. And if you feel like you're better served somewhere else, we support that. We think you're wrong, but we support that. Is how, I don't want to change. It's inconvenient to change. Mm-hmm. And I think that's across the board in life is we don't want to make the big changes because it's inconvenient.
Yeah.
And most people don't realize how much easier their life could be after, the small hardship of, yes, changing your debit cards over on your automatic payments. Yeah, it is inconvenient. You've got a rough maybe month of making sure everything is switched over. But past that, you're done.
And here's what's convenient. If you lose that card, back in the day, you had to wait 2-3 weeks to get a new card. Not anymore.
They print them in-house.
They print them in-house. You know what? Hold on. Check this out. I just got a piece of mail the other day because I started getting those emails. Rob, your credit card's starting to expire, blah, blah, blah. All that jazz. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I get this in the mail. Who is it? Oh, wait. Energy. Disconnect notice. Ignore that one.
It's not red.
Don't worry. Be reconnected later today.
Hey, I did get a...
Run off the generator for a month.
I did get a red letter from the city of Huntsville for... they rejected my debit card payment, and I called, and I was like, I don't have another way to pay this. Apparently that was like a system glitch across the board. That was a struggle for me.
Well,
look at that pretty green and white
Look what
card.
I got in the mail. Walker County Federal Credit Union. We are pleased to send you a new card with the added security of chip technology. Shop with confidence. See, I'm changing the accent here. Mm-hmm. Shop with confidence at home and around the world.
We're going to turn that up.
There ain't nothing on there.
Just in case.
Knowing that the chip in your card can help protect you from fraud, please be sure to sign the back of your card. Walker County Federal Credit Union. It doesn't really say that part. Can I say something real quick? Nobody ever checks the signature on the back of those cards. And the one time they did, I was at the shopping mall in Austin, Texas.
Interesting.
And I had not brought my wallet in with my ID. I only had my card in my pocket. And I had walked into no one ever asked.
So you don't use tap?
Well, and do y'all? I don't think y'all still have it on those.
No. I mean, phone with your phone.
No,
so
I'm old school, man. I ain't got time for all that. Just give me the. I'd rather pay.
The school is calling me. You think I'm in trouble?
Maybe. We'll take a break.
Okay.
You may need to grab that.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. It is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com, at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Jason Bay, the pastor at First Baptist Church, Huntsville, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
The spirit of Huntsville, spiritradio.fm.
Welcome back at it, friends. We'll wrap up here just a few more. Everything's cool. No, had some scissors going on at the school, right?
She's trying to cut off the tip of her finger.
Oh, she's okay, though.
She will live. She's back in class. The Scott Johnson Nurse Department, we're on first name basis. And kudos to them for letting me know, and so my kid didn't exaggerate when she got home. I love that they call you.
Kudos to them. Here, we'll give them a little shout out, right? You like this organ?
Is it an organ?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I don't know why I played that.
I like that plug.
Just sounded kind of cool. That's a special shout out to Scott Johnson Elementary. Hey, real quick, it is Taylor Chandler's day today. Taylor Chandler gets her own day today.
I love this for me.
It is National Make a Dog's Day today. And Taylor, we have monikers for everyone. Well, you can't know. Steph Valley has the moniker for the dog.
Does.
She's the dog whisperer
We're
of
friends
Huntsville.
on Facebook now.
Well, she is the dog whisperer of Huntsville.
I'm a dog yeller. I don't whisper at all.
I don't know what your slogan could be because you're a dog lover.
I'm just a crazy dog lady. Like, it's just
The crazy dog lady of Huntsville. Better than the crazy cat lady, that's for sure.
I don't even have that many dogs anymore. I just am obsessed with them.
It is your day, though, National Make a Dog's Day. And today is a reminder to animal lovers everywhere to adopt a pet instead of buying a new one. In fact, we encourage everyone. But you know what? Let me take a step back. If I'm going to get a golden retriever, I'm going to go buy a golden retriever because I want a purebred golden retriever. I don't, but my little Stella is a rescue. So I'm not anti, you know what I'm saying?
Adopt or shop responsibly.
Yes.
There are perks to both. There are myths to, we could have a whole segment on this.
Yeah.
There are
it's coming
myths
next
to
week,
both. I'm going to take lots of notes. If you want what you want, there's nothing wrong with hybrids. There's nothing wrong with mixes. If that's the direction you want to go. I love a good couch potato, but I do not own couch potato dogs.
You know what? I just don't understand this. And I'm such an animal lover. I don't understand it. That just because a facility, and I'm not judging this at all. But this is why we need facilities like Rita B. Huff. We need more facilities and more room and more expansion. Because I just cannot fathom the thought of someone having to euthanize a dog because they didn't have room to put them somewhere. That
Correct.
Absolutely. And I understand. I'm not judging. I know it has. There's a whole. We got to have this. But I mean, I just can't. I cannot do that. And that's always my question that I ask folks at a show. Is like, are y'all a no-kill shelter? Because I get that there's this growing population and you've got to have resources and all that. But man, I'm such a dog lover. When we put down Mac, that was the hard. I've done it twice. That was the third time. That was the hardest that we've ever had to go through.
It never gets easier.
Because that day, he was out running around.
You got to end it on a good day if you can.
Yeah,
that is my recommendation to anybody who needs peace
an hour
in that
before,
situation.
An hour before we had to put Mac down, we were literally at the duck pond, and two Sam Houston State University girls were there. They came up and pet him, and he was wagging his tail, loving on him. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, in an hour, this is not gonna. It was the hardest thing. It was terrible. And then, like, his little head, I mean, I get tore up starting to think about it. But I just don't understand why we still have a society where we have to euthanize poor dogs for no reason just because we don't have room for them. You know what I'm saying?
So I get constant questions like, do you feel bad about breeding dogs when there's dogs in shelters that don't have homes? And I can answer that question, I think, well. I have a wait list before I breed my dogs. Now, does life happen to people? Yes. But my dogs for the past 2 litters have been almost 13, which is insane. 9 is like the average.
13 in a litter?
Yeah.
Good night.
It's a lot. 9 is, like I said, is average. I have a wait list for a specialized dog. Those dogs have homes, are easy to find homes. I, as a semi-ethical breeder, my dogs can always come home to me. I heavily vet who my dogs go to. My dogs are not ending up on shelters. Mm-hmm. Majority of the people I know that breed dogs, their dogs are not ending up in shelters.
Yeah.
It is the person you're seeing at Walmart, and no shame to this, that is selling dogs that have no health testing, no papers, not microchipped, and maybe has their 6-week-old shots. Please, for the love of God, do not buy a 6-week-old puppy. That's too early.
Young. If your dog like our Golden, we kind of took him, I think, a little too early. We were so excited about getting him. And Tammy was awesome, by the way, the lady who we got him from. And I got him. He was he had like a little zipper, right? They called it a zipper nose on him.
Aww.
He had it from his head,
like a little mohawk.
Yeah, right down. That's why we picked him out. And but if your dog is an adult dog and it's still like suckling its bed, that's probably because you took him too early.
Right.
So Mac, his whole life, even the day we took him to have him unfortunately having to put him down, he was biting his bed. He always bit that bed. He like sucked on the bed.
Self-soothing.
Yes, that's what he did.
But it is the people that are selling dogs for money, not for a purpose, not for betterment of the breed. And it is the dogs that are on the street that are not fixed, that are putting dogs in the shelter. I have nothing against shelter dogs. I think shelter dogs are great. I think they're very much a necessity. Just adopt and shop responsibly.
Yeah.
Look at these two as a zipper.
Yeah, that was our buddy. We miss him so much. I mean, that was literally like, and then a minute later, that was it,
Man.
He was so happy.
But like a good day.
Yep. That was our last day.
Oh.
Yeah, we were giving that dude so much special loving.
Did you get to eat chocolate?
Oh, he did whatever he wanted. He was such a good boy, but the stinking mast cell tumor was so bad that I pray that nobody ever has to go through those stupid mast cell tumors. It is the dumbest thing that can happen to an animal. It just doesn't make sense.
So we had a German Shepherd that had a 12-pound tumor. That's insane.
Yeah.
And we didn't know. We just thought she was fat until we were like, that's not right.
Yeah.
Because you don't notice it until you notice it.
Here's my challenge to somebody. Somebody once came up to me because we had the Golden. They made a comment to me. I'm positive.
Yes, we're very positive.
But I'm going to say something that I told this person because it's like, who are you to judge me? I had no idea who they were. They go, oh, is that a Golden you got? One of those, is that one that you bought? I said, yeah, absolutely it is. Well, there's tons of dogs in the shelters that need adopted.
You're right.
I said, huh? I said, do you have children? Well, yeah, I have children. Did you adopt them? No. I said, there's tons of children that need homes. Why didn't you adopt a child?
Right.
I mean, it was a valid concern, and and she just turned and walked the other way. Well, I was like, gotcha.
I don't get that as much just because I feel like it's just the breed of dog that I have is very
specialized. Yeah, your breed is like the cop dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty gnarly.
Cop dog.
They're the cop dogs.
Cop dog.
I always wonder if if dogs see other police canines and they're like, oh no, it's the popo. I always just wonder what dogs think.
You never know.
But I don't really get those questions, but I do have friends that have show dogs that people are like, oh, well, why? And I think if people really understood the work that goes into proper breeding, they would be a little more
supportive and appreciative.
Yes,
yeah.
Because like I said, it's the people who are, if they're having multiple litters a year, do your research. If they have no health testing, do your research. Mm-hmm. If you can't call their vet and ask their vet questions, do some research. If their dog 5 generations back was a champion bloodline, doesn't matter anymore. Your parent. How many times have we seen athletic parents that have not athletic children? A lot.
But mine. I hope is the opposite. That a non-athletic parent, my children are athletic. That's my wish.
I hope my child gets most traits from her father. Her father is good at everything. He's super athletic. He's very intelligent. He's tall.
Get
She's
all
a little tall.
Yeah.
And he has phenomenal luck. I have to try really hard at almost everything. Her dad, everything comes naturally good to him. I hope my kid gets that.
There you go.
But I hope she's funny like me.
Well, there's our discussion. So happy National
Make a Dog Happy Day.
Make a Dog, whatever it was, day to day.
Make a Dog's Day.
Hey, final couple things here. I had to mention this one. 1836, our guy, Sam Houston. This is wrong. No, it is right. It's October 22nd, right? Mm-hmm. Sam Houston was inaugurated as the first constitutionally elected president of the Republic of Texas. They were going to honor him by naming a school after him, the Sam Houston. I used to always say this. I can't read it. I came up with this joke.
Did you?
Yes, and whoever
somebody stole it.
Yes. Anyways, I'll read it later. It was a teaching school. It was really funny.
Right.
It was on this date too, 1934. The bank robber Charles Pretty Boy Floyd. Every time I hear the word Pretty Boy, I think of what was that movie with Jim Carrey? Dumb and Dumber.
I never saw that.
And there's a poor little boy. He's blind, and they like. Something happened to his bird and he couldn't see, and like they taped the bird's head back on, and the boy's like, pretty boy.
Aww.
But the bird's
no longer.
The bird's TKO'd. Yeah. So Charles Pretty Boy Floyd, he was shot to death by the FBI in a farm in East Liverpool, Ohio.
That took a hard left turn.
Yeah, man. It just went from 1939, the very first televised football game. Check that out. The very first televised football game, 1939.
That wasn't that long ago.
Isn't this cool? The Eagles versus the Dodgers. I thought the Dodgers played baseball. I guess back then there was a Dodgers football team. Mm-hmm. The Eagles' 4 touchdowns were way too much for the Dodgers' 3 home runs. By the way,
sports are hard.
Yeah. It was on this date, 1948, the Xerox machine made its debut, and immediately everyone began copying it.
Okay.
That's a really good joke, by the way.
Fax.
Did you hear that joke?
The copy.
Yeah, they copied it.
So we had a fax coming in the other day.
First one in years.
Well, it was me, Becca, and another girl. We're like, how do you get a fax? We've never gotten faxes in the time that we've been there, and so we get faxes too. So if you ever want to reach out to us, you can fax us.
Yeah, that's it's a technology that's going away. I'd started to mention, I think I dropped off on this yesterday because my ADD brain, but Xerox is what started everything that we have today. If folks didn't know that,
I didn't know that.
The mouse was developed by Xerox. The graphic user interface was developed by Xerox. Steve Jobs went to the Xerox labs and saw this computer, and it blew him away. And he took it and stole it from them and developed the old Mac 128K, the black and white Mac. I was joking the other day on the show, I've got 4 of them because I collect them. But the old school 1984 Macs, Steve Jobs of Apple
stole the content.
Basically stole that idea from Xerox. As you continue on, Bill Gates from Microsoft had been introduced to Steve Jobs, and they showed him the Mac and how the mouse worked. Mm-hmm. Steve Jobs stole it from Apple and developed Windows. So it was really Xerox is who started this whole thing of how we got to where we're at today.
So we could have, if a change of fate, had Xerox computers.
Yeah, there was Xerox computers back in the day. But they weren't, no one knew about them. And the problem was they were designed for like really high-end business use, and nobody could afford a $20,000 computer back then. I mean, it was ridiculous. So anyways, today, did you ever, are you a Hanson fan?
No.
The band Hanson?
I was born in 92.
When were they? I thought that they were our generation.
I mean.
Hanson?
I think they were, like mine was like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
Yeah. I was kind of on the tail end of that. Hanson was in there, weren't they?
I feel like Hanson was like
teeny bop type. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, Zach Hanson, he's 40 today.
So there you go.
Yeah, that would have been 20. Yeah, I definitely didn't. Never mind. Definitely didn't listen to Hanson. I could have figured that one out without asking you questions if I would just read on. A couple of other things here. There's a lot of this stuff. Christopher Lloyd. Oh, the doc from Back to the Future. He looked like he was 87 then. He's 87 today.
Wow.
Christopher Lloyd still going 87. getting closer and closer to the past. If there was ever a time for Doc to invent a time machine, it would be right now.
The time is now.
It would be right now. A couple of things that you need to know, by the way. I'm not even going to get into this. It's so much political stuff. People don't want to hear that, and I don't want to talk about it.
We're not talking about negative.
All of this is. Antonio Banderas and Melanie Griffith's daughter Stella has married her childhood sweetheart in a lavish Spanish wedding.
Love it.
She has known him since elementary school.
Elementary.
You never hear of the elementary school love anymore, you know?
Nope.
Mick Jagger. Did you ever jam to Mick Jagger? His fiance.
I got moves like him.
Yep. They are still going strong. He's 82. She's 38.
Interesting.
Because he's got moves like Jagger. So there you go. It was just like that. The 2025-26 NBA season is underway. You're not a sports person, are you?
I know. I can identify sports. That is baseball. That is soccer.
The NBA season, though, is underway. A lot of folks around here are Rockets fans. I was a huge San Antonio Spurs fan growing up. I'd mentioned earlier, a really good friend of mine, mentor of mine, Bill Schoening, called games down in San Antonio for 25 years. They have got there's a lot going on here. I want to encourage people to go out and early vote, by the way. Early voting is now underway. But there is in San Antonio, they are voting for a new arena. And it was so weird because I remember when they built the arena they're in now. It was a big deal. They built it way outside of town, and it was such a really cool facility. It was after they won the national championship in '99, their first one, and now they are wanting to build another Spurs arena and put it downtown. Have you been to San Antonio?
I have been. No, I've been to the Riverwalk.
San Antonio is my favorite city of all places. If I had another opportunity to go anywhere, it'd be San Antonio, to be honest. I love that city. I love the culture. I love the people, the Tower of the Americas, that whole thing. The plan is to build all of that around the Tower of the Americas there.
Okay.
So, and if I had money, I'd build a tower like that here in Huntsville just to build it.
Just a tower.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's just a couple of things you need to know. Nothing really. Oh, and this will tie into what we've been talking about. 17% of people surveyed are afraid of what? 17% of people are afraid of this. It's really dumb. 17%, Taylor. Think about it. Do what?
Dogs?
No. Good thought, though, because we've been talking about.
So it is something we've been talking about.
Yeah. And it starts, the word starts with the same letter and ends with the same letter. Same letter starting and ending. They're afraid of it. Could be plural. It's going to be plural then, obviously, because it starts with the letter.
I'm like,
yeah. It's kind of hard. They're
Snakes.
afraid of Bob. Snakes is a good guess. The correct answer, 17% of people are afraid of sports.
What?
Yes, they're afraid of sports.
I would not have guessed that one.
No, same here.
That was not something I was even kind of on my
No, not at all. Hey, one final thing real quick before we go. I was talking a little bit earlier about Spirit Radio. We have launched our new website. So if you go to spiritradio.fm, I AI'd the globe back there.
I was going to say, I'm catching a global trend here.
Yeah, that's it. And hey, look, there we are. Listen.
It's really dumb.
It is really dumb. I know the answer now. It's sports.
Good thought, though.
So there you go. You can listen right now to the morning show on Spirit Radio FM. We have all of our things there of what we're doing, how we're getting involved, ways that you can partner with us, how to make a donation. We're looking for people not just to financially donate, but, man, if you want to join our prayer team, if you have a program idea, here's what I'm getting at, because it is community radio. Maybe you're like, man, I've always wanted to educate people on this. Then come talk to us. We want to work with people in the community. We're going to have some really cool programs like our Good Morning Huntsville. We're also going to bring in a national syndicate with focus on the family. But we're also going to have a lunch break show from 11 to 1 where we just talk about life. It's not all going to be spiritual programming. It's going to be inspirational. But it's not always going to be, hey, we're going to open up the Bible and read the Bible today. It's going to lift people up.
There's so much more to spirituality than from it directly into a book.
Yeah, so we're gonna have our lunch break. We're gonna have questions of faith, which is really cool. We're gonna answer some hard questions and tie it into biblical truth. That's gonna be a show that and I'm not hosting all these, by the way, but we brainstormed program ideas. We're gonna have a show called Empowered Youth, and it's where we want young people to come and to share their faith and to share their stories and what they're going through and how they overcame adversity.
I think it'd be really neat to bring in children like your children, my child, other children, and just ask, their viewpoints on religion, because I feel like children don't get the credit they deserve for their knowledge and their simplicity the simplicity in their answers, it's like, wow, that
I
really
teach
just is.
Our pastor here, we flip-flop every 4 weeks, and I say every 4 weeks, we do semesters here, so we'll take like 2 months off, and then we come back. It's really cool how we have on-ramps and off-ramps, because people just you don't want to do something all the time. People need to take a break once in a while. And so we've been very strategic in how we do our Wednesday Night Live program. But he and I flip-flop every 4 weeks. He'll do 4, I do 4. And so it's my turn to teach the kids, and I think tonight's actually the last night I get to do that for this semester. And I'm like, man, these kids know more than I do. I'm just going to walk out the door. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I love asking my daughter questions. I'm like, how do you feel about this? Which I have to be very prepared for the answer, because sometimes I'm like, oh.
We're going to have a cool program called Mission Field. We want to share the work of what people are doing around the world, global, right?
Global.
I want to have a show. This is one that I want to host. I feel like this was put on my heart a long time ago. I want to have a show called Call to Kneel. And basically, people can share their testimonies on the front end of the show, and then the whole rest of the show is just going to be call in for people asking for prayer. I saw this one time. It was incredible. There's a lady who made a huge impact on my life, Dodie Osteen, down in Houston, and she passed 3 or 4 months ago. And I was like, I feel like I'm the man version of Dodie Osteen now, because I love praying with people. It's one of my favorite things to do is just pray with people. And Dodie had a heart for prayer. She loved praying with people. And her daughter has carried on her legacy of prayer. And Dodie, we called her Mama Dodie, when COVID hit, she had a prayer drive-through line at their church. So people would drive through and pray with her.
Wow.
Yeah, she was incredible. Well, she started an online prayer thing through Zoom. You think of Zoom, like, a few people, right? Well, the first one she ever did, I got an email. We got on. There was like 100 people in there. I was like, wow, this is cool. Her daughter, April, has carried on that legacy now after Miss Osteen passed away. I was on that 2 weeks ago. 645 people were on that Zoom.
Wow.
And so, and I was like, this is incredible. So we want to have that program here locally. We want to have a program called Heroes of Faith. Talking to Tara Burnett at the Hearts Veterans Museum. It's going to be for veterans. It's going to be a really cool one. And then we'll have a gospel show and Sunday worship. So all that, we're gonna get this thing rolling. We're literally gonna flip the switch. We're hoping and praying that everything works out to where at 12:01 a.m. or midnight, I guess you could say, January the 1st, we turn that thing on. That is the idea.
That's a good goal.
So
that's an achievable goal.
And we have it through the app right now, obviously, but as far as over the air here in Huntsville, midnight, January the 1st.
Nice.
My wife don't know it yet, but sweetheart, that's what we're doing for New Year's.
Surprise.
Well, Taylor, any final comments? I appreciate y'all. I talk about these things too. I mean, y'all, I want folks to understand the impact that people like Taylor and Toy and Walker County Federal Credit Union have on this program. Just being a foundation sponsor, it's not just about sitting here and talking and we talk about random things. But there's so much more, and it's promoting good things in the community. Y'all sponsor so much, and it's not just this show. It's our website, it's our app, it's even what we're doing through Spirit Radio. Y'all are even on that. That anything that y'all do through here, we promote through that. And I mean, y'all are so involved. So thank you for what you do.
We specifically have a GL that we set up every year.
GL, Gangsta League, or
General Ledger.
Oh, I thought it meant like what's up, Gangsta League?
No, specifically for community involvement.
Yeah.
Specifically. We're not for profit. I think that's a big thing that people don't realize is, yes, we have to get paid, but everything up and beyond goes directly back to members and community reinvestment. So
that's what it's about. It is Walker County Federal Credit. They sponsor our new Waverly broadcast and Alpha Omega. And so thank y'all for doing that as well. We brought Alpha on this year, and y'all said, hey, we want to be a part of that as well. And I don't like asking, but the opportunity was there, and y'all said, let's do it. And so That's what they do. Go by, set up an account today. Go see Taylor. She'll take great care of you. And let's continue to support local. It's like I've always said, you don't need to have multiple locations and all these big fancy buildings. In fact, y'all are making an impact so big here in Walker County with one building. And it's not even a huge building, but they provide huge services.
Oh, yes. Love that.
Yeah. So there you go. Great.
Love it.
That'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Jason Bay, First Baptist, here with us as we'll continue promoting and celebrating all the good happening here in Huntsville. Terry Coleman was scheduled to be on. I know that they had a death in the family, though, and I'm not sure if she's back from Mississippi or not. So it may just be Jason and I tomorrow, but we'll still keep you updated and informed. So make sure that you tune in as we continue, again, to promote and celebrate the good here in our community. Taylor, any final comments? Thanks for hanging out today.
No, I'm glad to be back. I missed y'all.
It was a lonely last week, but it's okay because Tracy Stout was here, so don't worry.
Okay.
You were missed briefly. No, I'm just kidding.
If I'm going to be replaced, it's somebody like Tracy.
Yeah, it's great. Well, hey, we'll see you tomorrow. As I end every show, reminding you this morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there today really does need you. Think of the next person today. We'll see you back 7:30. Until then, so long. And hey, good morning, Huntsville. God bless. We'll see you. See you, Taylor.
Goodbye.